1.5 million views, 8.6 million views, 11 million views, and all of that happened in just 1 month. If you search how to make ranking shorts on YouTube, you'll find plenty of videos about this topic, but almost none of them will tell you how to make these videos monetizable. YouTube clearly states that if your videos don't show enough effort and originality, your monetization can get rejected. So you need to prove to YouTube that you've actually added your own creative work to the content. In today's video, I'll show you step-by-step how to create 100% monetizable ranking shorts. To find clips, you can use YouTube, TikTok, or Instagram. Personally, I'll show you how to do it using YouTube. Head over to YouTube and search for any of the keywords shown on the screen. In my case, I'm searching for funny fails. After that, you'll find plenty of videos to choose from. From these videos, you need to find clips that don't have too much text on them and are preferably original clips. After scrolling for a while, I've already found 5 clips. Once you've found your clips, import them into CapCut and drag all of them onto the timeline. Then set the aspect ratio to 9.16. Adding a heading helps grab the viewer's attention. As soon as someone lands on your short, they'll instantly understand what kind of content they're about to watch. It also helps make your video feel more original. To add a heading, create a text layer and stretch it to the end of the video. Then type a title that matches your content. For example, since I'm showing 5 funny fail moments, I'll simply type funny fails. Then place it at the top and choose a font and color that looks good. As you can see, the first clip has enough space at the top, but the others don't. So I'll import a black background and place it underneath the text. Then I'll adjust it neatly at the top. Next, add a text layer. Then duplicate it and rename it with numbers from 1 to 5. After that, arrange each number according to the clip order. Now, if any of your clips contain watermarks, we'll hide them. First, duplicate the clip that has the watermark and place the copy directly above the original clip. Then add a blur effect to the duplicated layer. After that, click Add Mask and select a rectangle mask. Position the mask over the watermark. Repeat this process for every clip that contains a watermark. Once all the watermarks are hidden, select your number texts and choose a nice font. Give each number a different color. Then drag all the number texts so they stay on screen until the end of the video. Now, to add captions, you'll need to watch your clips and come up with some funny text yourself. I've already prepared captions for all my clips. For example, in the first clip, a guy's standing there and lets out a fart, so I wrote chemical attack, which fits the clip perfectly. In the same way, I've created captions for all 5 clips. You should create captions based on your own clips. Now, add a text layer and stretch it to the end. Paste your first caption and choose a nice font and color. Then duplicate that text, move it above the second clip, and replace it with your second caption. You can also change the font or color if you want. Do the same for the third, fourth, and fifth captions. Once all captions are added, trim each caption so it starts exactly when its clip starts. Then select all captions and numbers. If the text size feels too large, reduce it a little. Next, go to Animation and choose Wave In so the text appears smoothly. Now I'm going to add a voiceover because it helps show YouTube that we've put effort into the video, which can help with monetization. Go to Google AI Studio and click on the Everyday Assistant. Paste your captions there and remove the numbers. Then choose a voice you like. I'm using Sharon. Generate the voice and download it. Import the downloaded audio into CapCut and drag it onto the timeline. Then align each voice line with the beginning of the corresponding clip. Repeat the same process for all the remaining voiceovers. Now, to make the content look even more original, we'll add GIFs that match the clips. This is generally a positive signal because we're adding our own creative elements. For example, in this clip, the guy is farting, so we'll go to Stickers and search for fart. Then we'll place the GIF on screen and adjust it as needed.
Chemical attack. Ground uninstalled.
For the second clip, when the person falls, we'll add a circle GIF. After positioning the circle, add a keyframe. Then, as the person falls, move the circle frame by frame so it follows them. CapCut will automatically create keyframes. In the next clip, the girl falls, so we can add an arrow pointing at her. After positioning the arrow, use keyframes again to track the movement. For the next clip, I'll use another arrow and track it the same way. And for the last clip, I'll add another GIF that matches what's happening on screen. Now for the final step, we'll add sound effects that match each scene. To do that, click Audio, then Sound Effects, and search for effects that fit your clips. For example, I'll search for coin and place that sound effect on the timeline at the right moment. For the second clip, when the person falls, I'll search for fall and add that sound effect. Similarly, when this guy hits the pole, I'll search for damage and use that effect. In the last clip, the guy is sleeping, so I'll search for sleeping and add that sound effect. You can also use your creativity and add extra elements. For example, since this guy is sleeping, I could add a text that says, "Bro is still sleeping." This gives the video even more originality. Even if you don't add extra elements, simply following the steps I've shown will make your content much more unique. Now watch the final result, and after that, I'll explain why this type of video has a much better chance of getting monetized.
Chemical attack. Ground uninstalled. VIP down. Connection lost. Human package.
As you can see, YouTube doesn't support low-effort content. But in this video, we've added our own captions, voiceover, sound effects, GIFs, and creative edits. That means this is a high-effort piece of content, which gives it a much stronger chance of getting approved for monetization.